Today I am coming to you with my December TBR, that is the books that I'll be reading this month. So I've tried to keep it short, but let's see how it goes. If possible, I'll squeeze in more books. But before I start, I want to show you the surroundings. It's so beautiful and full of greenery. Just take a look at what I am seeing right now. So that was all the greenery that I am in between, that I'm sitting here with. So I'm at my uncle's place, and I came to visit my parents, and then we came here to visit my uncle, and this is the area, the greenery that surrounds their home. So I thought today I'll do an outdoor shoot, and we'll sit here among the greenery and shoot today's video. Hope you all enjoy it. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So the first book that I am planning to read this month, I actually have started, is The 100-Year Old Man Who Climbed Out of the Window and Disappeared. So it's like a complete story instead of a book name. So it's like a complete sentence. So it exactly is what it sounds like. So a 100-year-old man named Alan Carlson climbs out of his old age home window, and then runs around, and all the adventures that he goes through is in the book. So I think it's the I have already started reading this. So what I read, what however much I read, I feel that it's more of a dark humor. Now I'm not very sure how I feel about this book as of now, but let's see. I'll come up with a complete review soon. So that was the first book. The next book that I'm planning to read is has been with me for a couple of years now, and it's called What Katie Did at School by Susan College. So I'll just read what this book is all about. In What Katie Did at School, it was written in 1873. Katie and her sister Clover face a fresh set of challenges when their father decides to send them to a boarding school. A new place, new people, and new disciplines. Added to this is coping with growing up and facing the fact that not everyone in the world feels as warmly towards you as your family. This time, Katie takes a positive stand for appropriate behavior. In this, she has both an ally and an echo of her rather more rebellious youth in the form of Rose Red, who is much more prepared to take on the authorities by using unconventional methods. So, it basically is the story of Katie and what she did at her boarding school. Hopefully, that will be an interesting read. It's a very short book, not that big, and I think it has around 257 260 pages. It's just 260 pages, and I'll be able to read it soon, and it does sound interesting, and it is set in 1873. So yeah, let's see how the story goes. The next book I have here is Never Google Heartbreak by Emma Gracia. So um, this book is, I'll just read to you what's written here in the blurb. Confronted by tales of misery, she decides to set up her own self-help website for the broken-hearted. But as Viv passes through the three essential stages of grief: denial, vodka, disastrous haircut, she becomes determined that it's not too late to try and win Rob back. When things get out of hand after a drunken declaration of love at an extremely inappropriate moment, Viv's scruffy, tequila swinging best friend Max is there to pick up the pieces. Viv starts to realize that maybe the real thing has been under her nose all the time, and now, one ex and a massive error of judgment later, she has to face the question, what's the craziest thing you will do for love? That sounds very interesting. It kind of seems like a romantic book. I haven't read much romantic books anytime sooner. So hopefully I like this. Let's see how it goes, and if I like the genre, then maybe I can read more of such books. The other book I have is a very interesting read and I like it a lot. It's called The 3000 Stitches by Sudha Murthy. So I think it's a collection of stories, and as per the blurb on the book, so often it's the simplest acts of courage that touches the life of others. Sudha Murthy, through the exceptional work of the Infosys Foundation as well as through her own youth, family, lives and travels, has encountered many such stories, and she tells them there is her characteristically clear-eyed, warm-hearted way. She talks candidly about the meaningful impact of her work in the Devdasi community, her trials and tribulations as only female student in engineering college, and the unexpected and inspiring consequences of her father's kindness. From the quiet joy of discovering the reach of Indian cinema and the urgence of Indian vegetables to the shallowness of judging others based on appearances. These are everyday struggles and victories, large and small. So, as far as I understand, this is more about Sudha Murthy's own life, the incidents that had happened with her, that she went through, the situations that she went through. So it usually I love Sudha Murthy's books, so I'm sure this would be the same, and I love it, and it just feels very relatable. So hopefully I love it. It again is a short read, and I hope to finish it soon. Uh, the next book I have here is a classic. It's called 1984 by George Orwell. So it's a classic, as you know, and I'll just read the blurb first. Set in Oceania, one of the three intercontinental superstates that divided the world among themselves after a global war, Orwell's masterful critique of the political structures of the time works itself out through the story of Winston Smith, a man caught in the webs of dystopian future, and his clandestine love affair with Julia, a young woman he meets during the course of his work for the government. As much as it is an entertaining read, 1984 is also a brilliant and, more importantly, a timeless satirical attack on the social and political structures of the world. So this seems like um, a very interesting book, and there is a reason why it's called a classic. So uh, I am very much interested to read it. So this was written in 1949, and it speaks about a time in the future. Like in 1949, the book speaks about 1984. So it will be very interesting to read and see what the stories and how it goes. I heard a lot about this, and that's the reason why exactly why I bought the book. So let's see how it goes. I'll come up with a review soon. So that were all the books that I'm planning to read this month. But if possible, I will squeeze in more books, and if that happens, then I'll definitely tell you guys about the new books that I added in the wrap up video. I will also come up with a wrap up video for November soon. As I'm at my parents' house, I couldn't get all the books that I finished last month. So once I get back to my place, to my husband's place, I will film a video soon. Uh, yeah, so that was all for my December reads. If I squeeze in more books, I'll definitely tell you guys. So until we meet next Saturday. Oh, before I finish, I forgot to tell you, I'm so sorry for not putting up a video this Saturday. So me and my husband, we had our vaccination this Friday, so we were a little tired because of the vaccination, so we couldn't do much this week. So I'm so sorry for not coming up with a video this Saturday. I promise you that I'll be more regular and coming up more regular and more consistent in coming up with the videos. So I'll see you next Saturday. Until then, bye.